The blends be all the right bread, meaning credential. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls and the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. We doing the show. But can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets? That's close to the counter of what kind?
Oh, I'm a disc jockey.
What's a disc jockey?
When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A plus the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints and rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert the year. Upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. You ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets? That's close to the counter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets? That's close to the counter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Hello. Okay, we're good now. All right. Hey, it's me, Kitty Pants. I think we're just gonna be chilling for a little bit. Let me get my restream up. I don't have that up, so if you guys have said anything in the last few minutes, I have not seen it. I'm currently getting it up right now. We're just going to go to my IRL chat, and we're gonna watch some of this stuff. So what I think I'm gonna start doing is let me get that up. I think I'm gonna start doing this. I think I'm gonna start watching, because this is what I do normally every single day. Is I work out, I hang out, I watch just a few things, and I think this is definitely one of those things that I want to start doing. Is just playing the stuff that I watch, because it's easy content, I guess you could say. It's super easy content. So I'm just gonna do that, and we're just gonna kind of chill, hang back, relax, and I just like watching all this old stuff. I really like this dude, Nostalgic. He talks about all the stuff that I used to watch. I want to say we're probably around the same age, but we're gonna stop the music. We're gonna watch this thing about Danny Phantom, and here, let me move my camera real fast. Oh, and if my hair looks crazy right now. It looks super crazy. Let's do this. Oh, buddy. Yeah, I just got done working out. That's why it's like that. Okay. So that's what I was gonna do. Let me move my camera. Let's move it over here, I guess. So we can watch this video. That's good enough for me. All right.
Rhyme.
Hope your new year is splendid!
This is a clip from Danny Phantom's Christmas special. In the episode, Danny meets a ghost who is
this used
set
to
on
be
destroying Christmas and
one of my
punishing Danny.
really
To do this, he begins to write a
really
Christmas
favorite
poem,
shows.
one that Danny is at the mercy
Like
of.
way back
As he
in the day.
writes, Danny's
I guess
story
like
unfolds, and we
not even
hear
like
that
way
ghost
back in the
narrate
day.
the story in rhyme.
I
The
guess it was.
same
It was
year
like 10
this
years
episode
ago. I
was
think this show was
released,
out.
the first
It
trailer
had to be
for
more than
Stranger
10 years
Than
ago.
Fiction released. A movie
I really
starring
like
Will
this show.
Ferrell, in which the character is at the mercy of a narrator who is writing a story starring Will. The exact same reality as Danny Phantom's Christmas episode. See, it's easy to attach a negative connotation to words like trope or cliche, but Danny Phantom is, from the ground up, built on cliche, built.
Yeah, this show used to be like one of my like. I really liked this show. Danny Phantom, I think Avatar: The Last Airbender, like all those were like the Nickelodeon shows back then, because they were kind of like I think they were more of a linear storyline. Like it wasn't just like a random like bunch of one-offs like, you know, The Simpsons and whatnot. Everything that happens in the last episode doesn't matter. Didn't happen last week. Which in a sense, like these shows kind of like a lot of the stuff didn't matter, but there's a little bit more of a storyline. And it was all leading up for one thing, you know?
On tropes, and in a way, the show is great because of it. Danny Phantom knew how to be the best
it's
version
so
of things
freaking hot
we've
in my
seen
house.
before, and it was awesome.
Look at you. You're too excited to speak. So I'll just go on speaking.
It starts with Danny Fenton himself. Danny is your typical hero protagonist, but played heavily into the archetypical animated vigilante. His identity is a secret. It has to be because, of course, his parents are ghost hunters and
Of
Danny
course.
is a ghost. His sister is never on his side because, well, that's how these things go, but one day she'll come around. And because of Danny's ghostly affliction, he only fits in with his two best friends who help him in the real world with his ghostly
Yeah, I had
duties,
to be
and
in
of
like
course,
6th grade or
Danny
something
and his
when the
female
show
best
came
friend
out.
play Will They Won't.
Let's see. 2004. Yeah. I was in like 5th grade then, maybe. Interesting.
For most of the series. Danny even has his own version of going Super Saiyan or the Sailor Moon transformation.
I'm going ghost!
Going ghost.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's just a cliche. There's really no way around that. But yet, the series still elevates almost all of those other cliches. Danny's ghost hunter parents, yeah, they're zany and absurd, but they're also not just there for laughs. They drive the plot consistently. They frame Danny's struggles and relationships. They are good characters. And throughout the series, the question of how they'd react to Danny's identity is an interesting one, given that there's more to them than just ghost catching. They're not, like in Fairly Odd Parents, funny talking heads exclusively.
I mean, he
Danny's
was.
sister actually sees some
his name
growth, eventually
Jack?
becoming a real ally for Danny in his
Jack
ghostly
Benton?
pursuits,
That sounds
developing
familiar,
real
right?
nuance. And that will they, won't they between Danny and Sam, well, that relationship is well written enough that you actually care.
Yep,
That the
I was
idea of
definitely
them
rooting for them.
finally will-they-ing matters.
It's like they can do it, those kids,
These
even
are
though I think they
cliches
were
done
older. Yeah,
better,
they were in junior
specifically
high.
from a protagonist point of view. And the
Or maybe
same
high school.
goes for the show's action side.
I was in elementary school.
Return to me my sword so my reign of terror can begin anew.
I can bring the sword back by midnight, but the Reign of Terror is kind of a deal breaker.
The show's conflict accomplishes something similar. Danny, the kid, struggles with your typical coming-of-age fear.
Oh, yeah, that was a good
Difficulty
storyline, too.
Socially with girls, he doesn't always fit in, as already mentioned. He doesn't always agree with his parents, and school still sucks. And this is where most shows would stop. Danny would grow slowly throughout the show, overcome these very small, normal struggles, and be all the better for it. Instead, the show very smartly parlays those problems into ghostly ones, into new power that Danny has to learn to use to overcome his foes, and his problems that are a bit more normal. He doesn't just grow as a kid, he grows as a ghost simultaneously, and we see that growth manifest physically in the form of those powers.
Is this a new ghost power?
Powers we can see.
Laser
growth
beam.
We can see, and powers that, by the way, are serialized throughout the series. They exist episode to episode.
Yep.
The growth remains. And well, those ghost problems are handled similarly. Remember Chip Skylark of the Fairly Odd Parents? Yep, well, he's here as well, except now he's a girl and a villain. One of Danny's greatest foes, a villainous version of himself, as to be expected. Here is Fright Night, a medieval knight that wants to oppress and control everything and makes declarations
The
in
goat-
rhyme.
the
And
box
of course, the
goes.
show premieres with an episode about
The
an
lunch
evil
lady.
lunch lady. You've almost certainly seen all of these villains, these very ubiquitous tropes in other places. But again, it's about how they're handled, how well they're done. She is awesome, arguably as memorable as any villain in a Nick animated show outside of Avatar.
I remember.
Danny's battle with his future self is a relatively
that.
complex character study hidden away in bright ghostly colors.
That was a pretty cool
Fright
character.
Knight is genuinely funny in that evil lunch
I
lady
don't remember
is
him,
relatably
the Fright
horrible.
Knight.
None of these characters exist for the sake of being unoriginal. Instead, Danny's foes are all, almost always, some of the best versions of these cliches.
They gotta bring the box
They're not
ghost,
cliche
right?
for cliché's sake, and in their variety, whether they're
He's in the first
terrifying,
episode.
funny,
Oh, there's
surprisingly
boxes everywhere. It's
thought-provoking,
gotta be the box
they
ghost.
are interesting. But all of this only works if the show gets one very specific thing right.
Writing.
Behind me.
Wow, I feel safe.
Danny Phantom embodies two words perfectly: self-aware. Danny Phantom is as self-aware as a show of its kind can be, and because of that, and because the writers play on that, all of its tropiness, its cliche, plays humorously, sometimes even bordering on satire. It knows it's tropey. It knows that evil lunch lady is the same evil lunch lady that Codename Kids Next
Oh,
Door
God, I
played
forgot
with on
about that.
Cartoon Network. It knows its fight with future Danny is something that science fiction has presented to its audience a dozen times over the previous 4 decades.
Yep.
And it knows Scooby-Doo has seen its fare of oppressive nights. And because of that self-awareness, it can be better and, importantly,
I mean, I don't
funnier
think they
than
got that
some of
from
those other
Scooby-Doo.
things. Danny's ghostly parental problem is amped up to absurdity, written as a ridiculous obsession that knows no bounds, and so Danny reacts to that accordingly. It's eye-rolling. It isn't, oh my god, what will I do? It's relatably, why are my parents like this? When Danny starts body hopping in a season 1 episode, it isn't to discover what it's like to walk in someone else's shoes, to get perspective on the outside. Well, not really. Instead, the entire premise is a vehicle for one of the show's funniest episodes. Joke after joke after joke. By identifying
think
how
I saw
the
that
show's
one.
tropes normally play out within the context of the writing process, the writers
I
are
feel like
able
I
to
should watch
find
that
ways
one.
to play with them instead of just
Bob Boyle.
representing them or recreating them. Danny Phantom writers clearly believe that you can be original without building a wholly new structure. You can make something
God, yeah. What was her name? I know her name was in a song. They had to say her name.
great by building on top of a structure that's
Oh,
already been
man.
built. And nowhere does all of this coalesce more clearly than that aforementioned
Is it
Christmas
Amber?
Santa Claus is a ho-ho hoax.
Christmas episodes, or specials, are ripe.
I want to say it's Amber.
And I think Danny Phantom's self-aware take on those tropes makes for something special here. Everything, and I mean everything in the Christmas episode is a cliche. Danny is the curmudgeonly Scrooge, the Christmas detractor that must learn and understand the meaning of Christmas before his problems can be solved. But here, Danny knows this. Throughout the entire episode, he hates Christmas, the malls, the shopping, the sounds, and he knows that he's supposed to love it. He knows his villain Watchin to understand it. He just doesn't care. The ghost that narrates and controls his story, the one trying to teach Danny a lesson? Yeah, Danny also knows that this trope is flat out ridiculous and absurd. He himself points it out as a trope, and his resistance and mocking of the idea is consistently funny. And his parents' insistence on catching Santa creates situational comedy that sure is cliche, Mall Santa is fake, haha, but is also super well written.
Mall
and again,
Santa is fake,
incredibly
haha.
humorous. The episode is a ghostly Christmas carol. It knows that, it plays with that, and it's great regardless. It may not be the best episode in the series run, but it is a microcosm of what's so special about the show to begin with. Danny Phantom isn't this wholly original animated paranormal sci-fi tale. It isn't that by design. The show only ran for 3 seasons, which
Skulker.
is criminal considering just how much potential this
I mean, it was only 3 seasons, but I feel like they did it like justice. Like, you'll have shows go on for like ever and ever and ever, and it's dragging and dragging and dragging and gets worse, and like they just knew when to end it, you know? Like Fairly Odd Parents, that was like I freaking loved that show, like on Nickelodeon as a kid, but like it was one of those shows that like people, I think it just ended a few years ago. Gosh, my dog. I think it just ended like a few years ago, and I don't know. It's not. You don't have the same writing staff. Like I don't even know. Like things have to change. It's kind of like The Simpsons. Like The Simpsons, I just restarted rewatching like the early 2000s Simpsons, like 2002, 2003 episodes, just because they're on FX all the time, and they're freaking hilarious. They're so funny, and just the way that it is written and the way that the animation is from like then to now. Like if you watch any of the new episodes of The Simpsons, it's just that I doesn't have that same effect on me. You know, like I sure I'll get like a like that was funny, but not like, I don't know, not like the old ones, because I feel like the jokes, the JPMs, the jokes per minute are just so much higher in like the older ones. I don't know, that's just me. But yeah, like Gravity Falls is kind of like the same thing too. Like Gravity, I think it was only 3 seasons, or maybe it was even 2. I think it was 2 seasons. Like that show, like, what is his name? Hurst? I forget his name. Bill Hurst. I don't know, Bill Cipher, whatever. Adam. Anyway, he made that show hilarious. Like, and it's a kid's show, but it was a show that I watched when I was what? I was like my mid-20s. I think I was 25, and my wife, I think she saw me watching it. It was like, why the hell are you watching this show? And I was like, because it is very, very well written. It was just hilarious. It's just such a funny show, so that's why I was watching it. Why not? Well, let's keep
Universe
watching.
had to be explored. How much more there was to see. Danny Phantom is, in my opinion, one of Nick's best shows.
Yeah, it's a good show.
A show that understood its audience and, most importantly, understood its identity better than so many other animated products.
Come on, they gotta have
Because of that, I
Box
think the
Ghost.
show is a great lesson for anyone with an idea, a story to tell. It's great to focus on being the most original thing you can conjure up. Originality is never a bad thing, but it's also worth.
Am I talking to
remembering that
myself?
Ideas are
No,
meant
dude, I'm talking to
be
you.
played with.
I knew
They're
you were
not meant
watching
to
the whole
exist in
time.
Isolation, they're meant to be explored. Sometimes being original
Ugh.
doesn't mean getting there first. It means
Because, you know,
doing
I knew,
things-
yeah, totally,
doing things better.
totally knew you were there.
Nowhere is that clearer than
I'm
here.
just going on a whole, like, nostalgia trip. Or some would say, nerd-stalgic. I knew you had mental issues, but damn. I know, man. I've seen some shit. I've seen some shit. Yeah, I'm just watching Nostalgic on just talking about Danny Phantom. Dude, that was, and I really like watching this guy because I like watching like the Perfect Scrubs episodes, the worst episode of The Office, Seinfeld. Have you watched what is it called? Invincible. I know I've talked about it during Raid like a few times. But I watched 6 episodes yesterday, and they're like 40 to 50 minutes long episodes, and holy shit. Dude, message so fast. Too fast, thing stupid. Yeah, dude, that show. I'll send you this on stream and watch this. I don't even know if you can send links. Let's find out together. I forget if I disabled this. Let's see. I'll send you this on stream. I don't see anything. So I'm just going to minimize this again. I don't know if you're actually sending me something. I don't know if I just misread that. Yeah. I wanted to watch, what was the Genius of Gravity Falls? I fucking love this show too.
Thank you all for coming.
I don't know if you were here when I was talking about this. It's on Discord. My phone's dumb. Alright. Yeah, Danny Phantom came out in 2004. I don't know if you watched that show at all. Discord's starting. Yeah. Just going all this nostalgic stuff. Let's see. God. The TikTok. Oh. Iron, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the motherfucking dance party. You like that? I made that myself. Yeah, I did. I made it like 2 or 3 years ago. Got the song perfectly. Got Roger's arms set up. Took me way longer than it should have. Fun following now. Yeah, honestly, I need to turn that down. I really do. There's a way for me to do it too. I'm just really lazy. Like, really lazy. And it's super simple too, because it's like on just some random thing. I forget what it's on though. That's the thing. How have you not followed until now? Play by clip and I'll follow you. See, I'm scared of it. What is it? What we got? All right, I'm bringing it over. What we got? Oh gosh, it's going so fast. Why is it?
I will not let you destroy my world!
That's awesome. That's such a funny show. Dude, that show is so good. Like, I'm really like, I messaged one of my buddies about it who's like super into comic books. And like, he read that story like years ago, you know, because it's by the people it's the same writer as I think the one that did Walking Dead, the comic books Walking Dead, not the TV show. I mean, I know it's the same thing, but it's like the person that wrote the comic book, you know. But yeah, like I would be so stoked like if I read something right now and then 3 years later like it came out and it was like just that good. Like I remember I watched the first episode and like I'm not gonna spoil it because I have a few other people watching in here and I don't know if they've seen it, but like I saw the ending to the first episode. And before I even knew that was the first episode, I got it like spoiled for me on some random like YouTube video or something. And like when everybody like shit hits the fan and I was like, fuck, that's a ginormous plot twist. I was like, that is for sure going to be like towards like maybe second to last episode, maybe even the last episode. And then when I watch it and it's the end of the first episode, I'm just like, holy shit. Like I was like, that's freaking insane. And then I was like, all right. And so then I was like, well, maybe I'm gonna watch like maybe an episode like every other day. I don't want to blast through it, you know. You don't want to blast through that show. And then I ended up watching it like I think I stuck to that for a few days, and then yesterday I just watched like 6 or 7 episodes. Like I'm really glad my wife didn't say anything. Like, right, I'm glad she didn't ask, like, hey, what'd you do today? Because I would have just been like, I just watched TV all day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mudstud69, thanks for the sub, man.
Oh, I saw this.
Fill his car with pepper spray.
I'd prefer not to.
Do it for the lows.
$100 donation if I do it.
Please no, sir. Please no.
Hey, chat, spam POG if that's what you want.
Pog.
No, sir.
Sorry, bro.
Sir?
Do it for the chat.
Every single cop's body cam should be streamed on Twitch.
Oh, yes, sir.
That's
License
funny.
registration preference.
That's good. It's good stuff. That's good, wholesome family fun. Remind it. I'll do that. Fucking. That's funny. See, now I want to watch stuff on fucking Invincible. I saw. Who did I see talk about Invincible? Was it Emergency? Emergency Awesome? He talks about stuff like that. No, it was. Oh, it was. Oh, it was just a breakdown. See, I don't even know what I want to do. I don't even know. I think I'm going to go back to what I was watching. What's it even on? What's what even on?
Thank you all for coming.
I really like this show.
Some people might say it's wrong for a man to love a wax.
What's it on? It's on Amazon Prime. Yeah. How did you watch it? Did you just watch it like... Did you just do this? Did you just do watch Invincible free Reddit? Because that was really weird that was saved. I didn't even look that up. That's what I would have done. Oh. I need a freaking
Replica of himself. They're wrong.
This is one of my favorite moments in any.
Thank you all for coming. Some people might say it's wrong for a man to love a wax replica of himself. They're wrong.
This is one of my favorite moments in any show.
You haven't watched Invincible? Do you know what happens? Oh, I'm glad I didn't ruin it for you then. Dude, I thought you said you watched it. You need to watch it. It is freaking insanely good. All right, I'm really glad I'm glad I didn't spoil it for you then. I'm sure TikTok has spoiled it for you. With better memes. Watch it. I mean, like, I knew. Just got done raid testing, homie. Nice. Which, I was gonna say, which raid? Which boss? That's what I was supposed to be doing. I was supposed to watch Max. What am I doing with my life? Oh, he's not even streaming. Just kidding. Whoa, that's me. All right.
Decade. Stan develops this deep bond with this wax figure of himself.
I know he posted something yesterday. Mythic boss with anima powers. Let's go. Oh, is the mythic boss? Gotcha. Yeah, I know. I was doing. I was watching what fight was it? It was the one like. It's so weird. All the fights I feel like are on platforms, and the fight that was on yesterday. But like this fight looked cooler because it was like engorged. Like it was like you're on a platform, and it looked like you were like surrounded by lava and shit. And that fight actually looked pretty fun, where all the spikes were coming. I don't know what boss that is actually. Oh yeah, the Terra Groot or whatever the hell his name is. I think it's Terra Groot. I don't do Torghast.
And when that wax figure has been laid to rest,
I just do the maw.
He's surprisingly emotional. He's visibly heartbroken. And the first time you watch the episode, all of this plays out like comedy. Stan's obsession with a wax figure of himself reads like funny narcissism. His reaction to its end plays out like well-written hyperbole, and you can't really help but laugh at the absurdity of it all.
Oh,
and
that's
then
funny.
You finish the series, and the genius of this episode reveals it.
Did you ever watch this show? Gravity Falls? Gravity Falls is pretty good. I really like this show.
The episode really isn't as funny the second time around. One revelation changes the entire landscape of how that episode is viewed, and it's remarkably well
I didn't even think about that.
But that revelation, which we'll talk about here, is just the tip of the proverbial Gravity Falls oak tree. Gravity Falls is one of the most well-written, well-executed shows ever created. Its success lying
Oh, you just got done with Rick and Morty? It's it's not created by the same person.
And precision.
Or is it? Maybe it is, because I think this is this Dan Harmon? Who did Gravity Falls? I don't even know. Writer? Is it Dan Harmon? Oh, it's Alex Hirsch. That's right. They're friends, though. They're friends.
And like anything truly great.
Dan Harmon is super funny. Dan Harmon, I never really got into Rick and Morty. A bunch of people said that I would love it, but his Community. I watch Community. I freaking love that show.
It's genius.
Got pretty crazy towards the end, but I still loved it.
What was it that really elevated Gravity Falls?
Here goes. My ex-wife still misses me, but her aim is getting better. You see, it's funny because marriage is terrible.
When it comes to animated shows, oftentimes...
But her aim is getting better. See, it's jokes like that, like... That's why I like this show, because it's like it's on Disney, and I was like I think in my mid-20s when I started watching it, and
overly serious.
It's got a lot of funny adult
Serialization
jokes.
is the practice of playing storylines out over the course of multiple episodes or seasons of a show. A lot of the time, animated shows create one-off episodes on floating timelines instead. Gravity Falls is tied foundationally to its serialization, and it was designed and planned with it in mind in a way very few shows are. The plot twists, the puzzles, the adventures,
Yeah, there's
the
a lot of plot
reveals,
twists.
They weren't created as the show's episodes where they were done before that
But, I
process
mean, it was
even
pretty
started.
cool
So
plot
when
twists.
it came down to write the episodes themselves, a unique process emerged. It went like this. First, a basic plot is written, and then you write the dialogue around it. Actually, no, sorry. That's how a normal show might have done it. Let me restart.
The characters in the
Gravity
show are
Falls,
amazing too.
First, a basic plot is written, then the dramatic structure is created within that, then the original plot is restructured to include a character-driven subplot, and then the dialogue is rewritten by Hirsch and others. Creator
It's a very
Alex Hirsch
well-written
would say that the
story.
next part,
A lot of
finding and
plot
pushing
twists.
tension and drama within the context of something.
It's like one of those shows that has a lot of plot twists, but they give you Easter eggs throughout the whole entire like show. So when you rewatch it, you're like, holy shit, how did they put that in there? And like I didn't even notice that. Like because kind of like if you watch Futurama and like in the very first episode they show, I don't even remember what that dude's name is, the little black monkey dude. You know, he's in the very first episode with Fry in the 1999, pushing him into the time chamber, and then you don't even find out that he was actually there until like 4 or 5 seasons later. And then you're just like, but you see in the very first episode, there's one frame that shows the shadow of Nibbler. Nibbler, that was his name. Yeah, you see the one frame of Nibbler's shadow in the first episode, and you're like, that's cool. That's really cool Easter eggs.
The characters care about would be the final and hardest bit of writing. And that's where the show starts.
But you gotta
to
watch
separate
Invincible.
itself. It's
Invincible's
not just
funny,
comedy.
or not funny.
Show's writers sought
It's very
out,
dark,
fished for character
but, like,
growth, meaningful advancement in
cool.
every single episode. Each had to serve a
This was a
meaningful
good episode
story
too,
function or
good.
character function. No filler. And that
Yeah, there
attention to
wasn't any
detail is
filler
even
in this
clearer in
show.
Just how clever it got.
Welcome back to Dipper's Guide to the Unexplained. Anomaly number 54, the mailbox. There it is, in the middle of the forest.
Gravity Falls is a TV show, but it was also kind of an activity. Everything in the show was a carefully crafted puzzle. Take a listen to this. Now, listen to it again, but like this. At the end of the opening credits of the show, there was...
I always like whenever they play something backwards, and like I never know what it's saying. Like if he would have never typed in "I'm watching you," I don't think I would have ever saw. Oh, it says created by Bill Cipher. That's it. That's cool. So Bill Cipher's the bad guy in the show, but you wouldn't have seen that.
Played backward that, when reversed, gave clues to a cipher. That cipher, called a Caesar cipher, helped decode text clues placed in the end credits of the show. And it eventually introduced a new cipher and got more complex.
Yeah,
but
it was pretty cool.
There was always something to discover, even once you turned the show off. In fact, as Wired correctly assumed during the show's original run, some of the decoded messages foreshadowed some of Stan's plot twists.
It's a pretty
It's
smart
an incredibly
cartoon.
unique idea that helped create a truly connected fan base, a group of people invested in a show and its puzzles. A community that worked together online, that created web shows dedicated to understanding the show's secrets and decoding the ciphers together, and these mysteries and secrets weren't random ploys that
podcast.
engendered that community. They're inherently tied to the nature of the show.
They're really into
A
it.
show about mystery, about slowly unfurling and foreshadowing its secrets, about creating an environment closer to the X-Files than to SpongeBob. And it followed through on the promises made by these puzzles and the idea that there's more to the show than just what you saw in those 22 minutes, that you haven't seen underneath its facade quite yet. And I think we see that best with Wax Funeral Stan.
Wax Stan, I hope you're picking pockets in wax heaven. I'm sorry I got glitter in my eye.
So here we are again, at this funeral for a wax figure. It's hard to pull off a good plot twist. It requires intricate setup, good writing, and maybe most importantly...
So like what this guy's about to explain, I didn't even like realize. Like, so Stan has like a wax figurine that is that old guy's name is Stan, then ends up like getting its head chopped off or dying, and Stan's crying over it. And like when you first watch it, I'll just let this guy explain it.
The audience to have developed a connection to their current understanding of the world before you flip it upside down. They have to care about that flip. But the very best plot twists, the most well-written ones,
you don't even
are the
see
ones
coming.
that entirely change how you view and understand pieces or all of what came before. Liz Bassler did a great write-up on this moment, and for
Got
that
away with
reason.
murder.
Here, Stan is mourning the loss of what we think is just some insignificant wax figure. And then by the time the show wraps up, suddenly this episode is devastating. Stan isn't drawn to this wax figure because of some comedic narcissism. He's drawn to it because it looks like his twin brother, Ford. His twin brother that he believes is dead, or at best, gone forever. The brother he hasn't seen in years. He feels for a moment, just a moment, like he has Ford back. Like he's finally seeing his brother again, like he's making up for lost time, even if that's delusion. And when that figure is gone, or I guess dead, and it's time to say goodbye, Stan isn't sad because he loved that wax figure. He's sad because it feels like he's saying goodbye to his brother all over again. It feels to him like this is the last bit of closure in his death or disappearance. I don't want to spoil Ford's entire role and what happened to him here, but this episode goes from being one of the more comedy-focused episodes upon first viewing to being one of the more nuanced, emotional, and even adult moments in the show's entire run. That's what a good plot twist should do. That is good writing. Gravity Falls is a show that outright demands
it was
multiple
just a
viewings.
good show.
It requires them, and it does all of this in just a couple seasons. That's special, especially in the animated space. And there's a small key in that last sentence.
Yeah, nothing like sitting in a moist tub with strangers. It's like the bus, but wet.
Just a couple seasons. I think that is the final key to the Gravity Falls puzzle. Its length and the precision in that length. Gravity Falls consists of only 2 seasons, 40 episodes. That's it. It is demonstrably shorter than almost every other animated show of comparable ratings.
Such a good show. And it didn't even really last too long. That's the thing. Well, I mean, like, they ended it on their own terms. So, like, they did, it was 2 seasons long, but I want to say it lasted 3 years. But Alex Hirsch, he finished it when he wanted to finish it. Like, when he was like, yeah, that's, it was like one of those things kind of like Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad was only, I think, 5 seasons long. Like, it was, like, very, like, it was well written, and they knew they weren't going to drag it out. Like, they wanted it to end on their terms and not when people didn't like it anymore. I mean, you have something like Grey's Anatomy that's been on for like 20 seasons that's now finally ending, and it's just like, probably could have ended it probably about like 8 seasons ago. I don't even know how good Grey's Anatomy is. It could be amazing. I'm guessing it's not, because nobody that I know talks about it, which means it's probably terrible. But anyways,
a unique broadcasting circumstance that actually furthered the show's mysterious and
it's not ending.
The show began airing weekly originally.
It will live on forever.
The show's creators.
That's funny. It's just like The Simpsons. Simpsons is on like what, its 30th season. Grey's Anatomy is gonna end before The Simpsons. You can clip that.
Didn't want to stockpile weekly episodes, so after the first 2 aired, the show's air dates would become almost.
I thought for sure that looks like. Oh, it's a giant piece of toast.
6 months to make, and it would take 4 years to air the entirety of those 40 episodes.
Jeez.
Almost 200 weeks to air 40 episodes. So they come in bursts. The show would disappear, and a new wave of a few episodes would reappear, and then the show would be gone again, and then it would appear for a few more episodes.
Yeah, I remember that. It would like come out with new episodes, but it'd be like randomly. Like, I'd be like, oh, there's a new episode out? Oh, okay, so next week there'll probably be another one. And then it was like, nope, next new episode's going to come out in like 2 months. I was like, huh.
It was almost a mystery in itself if you didn't go online and try to do the research. But most importantly, Hirsch and his team knew exactly what story they wanted to tell and how to tell it. They didn't drag the show out for money. They didn't puff up its episode number for the network. It was here and gone in a concise.
And now it's a great show.
Gravity Falls is one of the best animated shows you will ever see. It is infinitely rewatchable, funny, suspenseful.
So funny.
It is the animated medium
So
proving once
funny.
again that animation could not only support
Mabel's
a story,
hilarious,
but do
Dipper's
things that other
good,
mediums
Stan,
simply can't.
Zeus,
at least not as well.
Pig,
The story of monsters.
Pig's fucking hilarious.
Is one of the most well-written and intricately thought-out pieces of modern television. And unfortunately, so
Man,
few
I could do what
people
Nerdstalgia
outside of its
does.
fans have to this day
I just
given
don't have
the
the
show a
editing.
shot. But what I think Gravity Falls really proves is what so many before it have as well. It's that the animation.
I can just do this. I can just mute and then just talk over it. Oh my god. I'm gonna make millions. I'm gonna become YouTube famous. That's funny.
Fiction that deserve respect. It isn't for kids. It isn't just about gags and colors.
I mean, it's for kids.
Gravity Falls deserves your attention, but so do so many
adults
other
can watch it
animated
too.
shows. This medium is growing, evolving, and if you're skeptical, just take a trip here for just a few episodes and let me know how that finale was in a week. I'm almost certain you'll get there.
Mic dropped.
That is it for today's episode of Nerdstalgia. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, press that like button down below. And if you haven't yet done so, also press
subscribe. Oh, Nerdstalgic, you know I'm already subscribed. Yeah. How is the new boss? Or how is it on Mythic? Oh, yes. Let's see. Let's see if I can find. Were you streaming it? Should have streamed it. I'm gonna say that you probably didn't stream it. Oop. He didn't stream
This
it.
is Pika.
Didn't stream it. That was Lazy Preheat did. He was doing it. Was he in your group? I'm guessing. No, it's probably this guy, right? Looks like this guy looks like a WoW player.
What's up? I'm Preheat. I play Mage for Complexity Limit in World of Warcraft. You can catch me stream.
Oh, he's a big time raider. He's in this other guild. Maybe you've heard of it. Maybe you've heard of Libet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're doing them, so then we might need the 5th pillar. Once we get comfortable.
This is the eye.
Hey, buddy.
Is it gonna be for every team though?
I have
no idea.
We might,
but it doesn't seem like it does damage.
He got demoted from officer and benched this last raid tier. So he left and joined this other guild. Oh.
No, it doesn't.
What other guild is he in?
Still does no damage.
Well, he needs to change his opening
I'm
thing.
Preheat. I play Mage for Complexity Limit in
If
World
he's
of
not in
Warcraft.
Complexity Limit anymore.
Damage.
No, it doesn't.
I don't know the name.
Literally
It
still
probably
does no
says it
damage.
somewhere on his stream, to be honest. Mythic Raid Testing Mage.
I have no
Quickie stream.
No, I didn't.
Just put a save bubble above your head when you have ire or something.
That's.
Do any melee have ire right now?
Yes, Nick 2 has it, and he just killed us.
You can cloak it off.
I heard this boss on Heroic looks super easy. This is the eye, right?
Moves so usually more turtle
Uh, we need more on the left guy.
Stop on. Yeah.
I mean, I'm dead. Are we gonna res?
I'm just dead.
He talked about quitting WoW today. After this, jeez.
Just try to kill these guys before we wipe.
You lost all your income for being a tool. He's a tool?
When you
Any, like,
We get mine down.
Dude, Max. Max, just put me in, man.
when you cloak your sword,
You can give me once.
like it's applying
You can give me
stats.
3 months out of the year, Max.
Come back, yeah, but
Okay.
I can reduce my stats.
I can
so it goes down.
maybe
Yeah.
pull the higher debuff from the log and make it work.
I should have tried to get him to come and raid with us in the morning. You know, since he's done with
Can we get a
that other guild.
world marker for like the square?
Be like, yeah, I know you're raiding in the afternoon or in the late afternoon into the night, but you want to raid at 6 in the morning?
I don't know if it matters as much.
I don't know where he lives. I think he lives in Texas, so it'd be like around 8 in the morning, I think, for him.
Well,
Yeah,
I think
and
it's gonna be more dynamic because we have to drop debuffs off.
it should be it should be like semi-central, but kind of
There's another.
like where you guys are still fighting. Where more
There's another. Oh my god.
I think in that area is good.
There's another mage named Preheat.
The iron.
It's been around years since BC, and he sent
So both tanks had scored.
for his name. Threatened him and changed the message between them two and made it public to look like
So
he's
I-
innocent.
both pulls I ice blocked,
Bro.
I got scorned back.
Why
I'm
would-
not sure, though, 'cause it
Why
really
would
could be both, but it
anybody
might just
sue
give you
somebody
a-
over a
like, it might
name
just
on a
RNG
fucking
into the
WoW?
one, but who knows?
Backfired on him. Lemon demoted him, but
We should all try to.
this
admit
guy,
if we
this
can't.
is the guy that Lemon demoted. Dude, that is awesome. That is absolutely awesome. The balls, dude. The balls and the head on the dude. To like think of like that your name is that big. To think that you're that big of a fucking person. To be like, oh, nobody else can have my name. I'm gonna fucking sue you, brother.
Just, like,
Cause fuck
just
you. That's
give me a different
why.
one, or to see if it's hard stuck on two.
Pop up premium once those eyes have been.
I should do that. I should.
See if you can just immune it.
I should sue. There's only one cutie that I know that's big. It's Cutie Cinderella. And be like, I could have been bigger. You didn't have cutie in your name. Everybody always gets us confused and see that you're a girl and goes to your stream instead. Fucking Cutie Cinderella.
Yeah, for now, if you get.
Why can't
why
can't Ludwig be my friend?
Hang out with you. If we need
That's
to reset.
funny.
Yeah, Golden Lust.
He was trying to trademark it. The hell, dude. Then if if I was an oven company, I would sue him. Because without ovens, the word preheat would have never been invented. Alright, well. Watch this. How do I make a dark mode for this? Start learning about a guild officer preheat and a WoW content creator preheat. I mean, look at it. They're definitely spelled differently. God, I know that. Oh my god, dude, to be demoted, dude. It's awesome and stupid at the same. It is just so dumb. People are so dumb. If system demoted from, and he was an officer. That's even better. Steps to resolve the situation in a quick and professional manner. Sounds like preheat got told too. Good. Oh my god. Sounds like preheat got told to cool down. Ah! That's awesome. That's fucking awesome. You was hoping he'd be called. Chilled out. Dude. Internet's so great. Perhaps, but only after he cools off. Oh my god, dude, I love the internet. It is so good. Oh. That was 6 months ago.
Make sure you get the fuck out.
Yeah, it can go in tanks. It's going on me times now, so yeah. So tanks have to stand out like to the edges. It seems like.
Huh. I have no idea what's going on.
Run that chain away. We need more people smoking probably, or
eyeball.
Run right.
Clear.
You know, I thought that the Eye of the Jailer would honestly look a lot cooler than that. I didn't think it would be literally just like the floating ball that shows up, you know, while you're in the maw. It's pretty lame. And so it looks like there's a beam. Kill ad first before you kill the boss. Sounds normal. Trying to look for other things. Dodge shit.
Oh, okay, I see.
Chains. You break the chains, run away, break. That looked like that's what happened. Oh, it's the eye from Lord of the Rings. Sauron? By the lights of a loon. Yeah. I mean, the thing that I like, I hope these fights get a little bit. I guess the KT fight, it was at a cooler looking room, but like all these fights are all on like platforms like this, like, and it's all kind of the same coloring. At least the first like 3 fights are.
I have nothing to do in a slimy one.
Or it's like that, like this, or it's like the light blue Torghast. Look, I mean, I guess that makes sense. They're in Torghast. I'm really excited for that fire room. That platform looks, that fight looks sick. At least it's not red. That's funny because I just said red. Dude, the fire, is that the Hans and Franz fight that you can't be, because there's just like spikes and shit coming off the ground. I don't know what fight that is. So I know people have been saying that there's like a Hans and Franz fight.
Who's got the ire right now?
Phase 2. Okay, that guy's got a laser beam on him. And maybe he doesn't. I like trying to figure out what's going on before reading any shit or watching videos. Oh. Preheat. Oh my gosh. That's fucking awesome. Dude, I bet you the person could like counter sue, right? For like having to put him through this daunting process of the, you know, of the judicial system. That's funny.
Lethargy, that's good. Reduce some range damage, so range can moving toward.
It works.
Hard casting pyro.
3, 2, 1.
Why does he need a weak aura to know if he's hard casting pyro? Okay. So they get the vortex things, they go into the back of the room.
Interestingly, that slow aura doesn't apply to you. It just
Yeah, I've not
so
gotten
it's
it.
easy to run.
Preheat has it on him, I think. Dodge attack. Okay, so he just blinks through that. So I can just use my Venthier shit.
Maybe I'm just you know, special.
Yeah, or maybe it's another boss.
What does everybody else do?
Like
They just
Denatrius, Demon Hunters, and
portal?
Yeah.
Or they just get hit by it?
Why not?
Wouldn't be surprising.
I mean, yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, the assault.
Is there like a...
Yeah, or maybe it's another.
Okay, so people can either port through it or... Okay, so I guess there's something right here that makes it so you go automatically. That's kind of cool.
Wouldn't be surprising.
Alright. I like that. I thought they were going to make it so you had to for sure just either door shadows or have a warlock port or something like that.
But like the assaulting lance just on its own.
It's a fucking bleed. Like,
Well,
I
that's
just
cool.
hate those for breakfast.
Well,
Alright. Hopeless Lethargia.
like maybe 45,000
Where are you going with that,
damage.
Nick?
So...
We gotta get this out.
You have to soak that?
No. You had the chain.
They have chains.
You moved out with the chain.
You break the chains.
Kill his head. Eyes are coming out.
I'm guessing the Helpless Lethargia is the black shit.
Spread out right now.
Focus the eyes, the abductor's just a pad. Doesn't matter.
Correct.
I see for his name.
Fire again.
You do again?
Yep.
2.
On the first phase, every single time. We're like well ahead.
I blocked it off and I got the other
left side.
Nice,
we're
nice.
way
Yeah,
ahead.
that's it.
Okay, I'm gonna AMZ.
Okay, so I think that's the whole fight. I'm pretty sure it's just like a phase 1, phase 2 fight, and then you just rinse repeat the whole entire time. And so I'm guessing there's a soft cap or soft enrage because you're gonna run out of room eventually.
Do you have a rush up again?
Yeah.
Okay, so then you just run the other way,
And the stacks don't persist through the phases, so that makes them
and then just hop.
since they only last such a short period of time.
Honestly, this seems like a super easy, like, because I think this is what, the second boss? No, it's like the third boss.
Nick, you've gotten it every time. I wanna link you a weak core, and I want you to have it, and I'll see if it works. For iron, since you seem to keep getting picked for it. Foxy gets it a lot too.
This phase is definitely still missing.
Did they say your name? Are you in here? Just when I heard him say Ire.
You seem to keep getting picked for it. Nick, you've gotten it every time. I wanna link you a weak core, and I want you to have it, and I'll see if it works. For iron, since you seem to keep getting picked for it. Foxy gets it a lot too.
This phase.
You a weak core, and I want you to have it.
I'm just gonna leave you on the ground for now.
Who are you in this?
Nick, you've gotten it every time. I wanna link you a weak core, and I want you to have it, and I'll see if it works. For iron, since you seem to keep getting picked for it. Foxy gets it a lot too.
This phase is definitely still missing some kind of damage.
Chains help.
Yeah, the tank damage just literally is still not doing
not
anything at all.
existent.
The fuck?
Yeah.
I was in it and they
Literally
didn't give it to
zero.
me.
Like the only tank damage is from the abductor, and even that's like nothing. The abductor's
Do
the only
people-
thing that does any semblance of damage.
Do people have to stand in front of the chains?
Like the
There's chains that go out.
Still not doing anything at all.
The fuck? I was in it.
Or do they just, oh, they just have to break it? Okay, they just gotta run away. Okay, break the chains.
Like the only tank damage is from the abductor, and even that's like nothing. The abductor's the only thing that does any semblance of damage.
Yeah. Well, you know, Castle Nether is pretty hard on tanks. Maybe they're gonna make one where the tanks just don't
You
take
gonna
any
bubble that?
damage.
And then it's a pally tier. Like.
I mean, absolutely, yeah.
The only mechanic I really don't understand is the
I mean, base move speed's enough if you're paying.
I think it's the Lethargia one.
Immediately.
You're the warrior.
Can't get to it right now. Everyone needs to just be heading over.
The Lethargia one. There doesn't seem like there's that many mechanics.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming the Lethargia one is the one that has the black circles. How do I do this?
Alright, focus size.
Settings, dark theme. There we go.
Yeah, not 40.
Now people will like me more.
We were just pushing faster last time.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, we were just trimming like hell last time, yeah.
And this dude walked forward. Fuck.
And then you just there's two eyes, right? There's like an eye over here, and then there's an eye over here that people are killing, and that's how you go back into phase 1.
So I'm like over 30 yards. I don't know why this isn't breaking. Oh, there it goes.
We need to stop
Okay.
this one. Build more on the other
Yeah,
one.
we need a lot more.
When you drop the pools in the old
Has
pools,
ire.
Yeah,
CC,
dropping
like
it,
Halkias, yeah.
dropping it in the old pools is a lot. It's a decent amount of damage you're taking, so you gotta be
Is
quick.
JPCC Go the only one that has it? It looks like it.
Are you the one guy that died? I think you are. Oh, that's funny.
We need to.
Can you get faster last?
I wasn't paying attention.
A double hit from the line, not ideal. It's okay, that's what this is for.
Yeah.
Well, we have a rest coming up. I'm gonna get.
And this dude walked forward. Fuck.
Yep.
I have ire.
Can you get him away from this pool, maybe?
Cannot get the thing to move.
We need
So
to
I'm
be a
like
little bit more
over 30 yards. I
cognizant.
don't know why this isn't.
when you drop the
Only one that has it?
Okay. Well, it seems like that's pretty much the whole fight.
Yeah, it's just the chance every.
Dude, you should have streamed this. I don't know why you wouldn't.
Pulls way cleaner than this.
Yep.
I would have streamed this. Fuck.
Oh, they persist, so we need to run them out to the edge.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hell, dude, I'm streaming myself watching Nickelodeon YouTube video. That's how you get big. How you get big.
What? No,
Okay,
they don't
so-
ever respawn.
so,
So
like,
put
the
them.
first
They need to be up
one's-
against the wall. Sure.
Middle of.
Okay.
Like whenever you're gonna drop a
Heal
pool.
when you have ire.
This is just an ire notifier.
Yeah, it should make
Sick.
the person yell like the gluttonous miasma when they have ire. If it works at
Alright.
least.
Again,
What's
We'll
the
see.
name of the debuff that drops the pool?
SA
It's in reload, I don't know.
or ITSA. It's a lot of work with streamer comp.
If you
It's
get
like
to
a
the
grayish
you
icon.
need to go to the walls with it.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Why is it you need to put that chain with people? I'm not walking out to you next time.
Yeah, this
It's
fight
weird,
doesn't
I
seem too
blinked and
crazy.
Take damage. They have to
Wind
put
rush
two
is
ads out
down.
at once.
Come on.
But that being said, I watched Mythic Stone Legion before we started doing it, and I was like, that doesn't look too bad. I've been watching Friday Night Lights. Dude, you're obsessed.
This one should
Yeah,
at least make you
you've
sick
already watched
instead
it
of
too,
like
I'm pretty sure you said.
Okay, let's go.
You're obsessed, my
Don't
man.
let random shit. The puddles, like I said, it's.
I have ire this time as well. First time. Yeah, Snakes has it as well.
Yeah.
It's the first time I started on the right side as well.
So in Mythic, is there anything that, like, once the boss hits sub 30%, does it enrage or does something else happen?
I can't do that.
Because what I'm gathering just by watching this, it just has phase 1, phase 2, and then that's pretty much it. Dude, Lasky for kiss. Nice, dude. Fucking killing it. I just did my first Sanguine Depth ever today. First one ever. I'd never been in that dungeon. Not once. Did it for the first time. Got a 10 done. Made my Raider IO number skyrocket.
My debuff's already gone.
Just testing
It looks like
phases.
your debuff is based on the side you're on.
One.
Did someone just explode?
No, it's the ball.
Yeah, I always think about doing KSM. But then I think I don't want to do that.
On a range, I think you might be able to outrange the debuff application.
I think I finally got my Raider IO to 1,000.
Right side ad die.
I just do not enjoy doing mythic
Have
pluses.
the entire rest of the raid group stack on like star and get no debuffs.
Especially during Grievous week. Grievous week is such a just god awful
Build
week.
ads at the very end of the platform and have the raid stack
Grievous
on
is just
above
not
the raid.
fun. Got PvP mount? Which one? Did you get the spider? Spider mount's fucking sick.
Have a Beerus.
I'm saving it for now. We don't need it.
Alright, so I'm gonna watch what he does. So he has it on him.
Actually, I'm gonna do this.
So it just falls off of him, right? Where's the debuff? It's on
Same
spread.
I think you're in trouble, my guy.
I think you guys are okay.
I don't know what's in. I don't get pulled, so I think I'm good.
You were like all the way to the wall and it wasn't breaking.
The change just doesn't work right now.
Yeah.
I don't get helpless lethargy. Do so many people have to stand in it?
Alright, I'm grappling back and forth.
Because nobody's in that one.
Left side, Ron.
Beam.
I just do not get it.
He's not able to hit
I
you.
guess I just gotta read it. Spider. Yeah, dude.
Oh, you have threat on it.
I'm invising. I'm invising.
We have a second one that came
God damn it.
while I was leaving back and forth.
There you go. It's yours.
Man, the fucking ad spawning in range is so annoying.
Yeah, it goes on the person that was targeted on.
Looks like it's
Oh,
So
well, then
kinda
someone else
fucking
may
up.
run away, and then the one person stays.
Dude, that's good. You're getting KSM.
Alright, we're gonna hold them at the end of the platforms. Everyone get
Doing it on a what is it? It's Grievous, and what's the other one? The other one's not bad.
Stala.
What's the other affix this week?
Stop on the high one.
I don't even remember.
Can you guys bring them a little closer together? It's hard to swap right now.
Oh, Sanguine. That's what it is.
I can't-
Sanguine's
this
not
is
bad.
cool
No,
by
this is
too
fine.
much.
Yeah, this is fine.
I have to keep walking back in to drop it.
Yeah.
Kill them both. You're fine on percent.
Someone leapt into
Dude.
me. JPC shadow stepped onto me and blew me up.
Maybe if I ran with like, here's one of the things. Like I do Mythic Keystones.
Thank you.
I know what the bosses do, but dude, like a majority of the ads, I have no fucking idea what they do. Like I've never really paid attention. And like that's the thing that like I probably should like know. But I just don't run it enough to the point that I really care to learn.
But I'm not sure we can get through the next set of
So he just breaks it.
How am I chained here? Hello?
And why can't I target the damn thing?
Because it's not down yet.
The shit's super buggy.
Wait,
This
it's 'cause
is
you
not
peeked in.
working.
Ah.
With AoE, you just can't target it.
Trying to see. Help chains.
Run right.
Okay.
To do like
He targeted me with the initial debuff. I'm
Okay.
running him out of the sky.
so I think I'm getting it. So you have to stretch out your chains and then people have to go and break it.
So the initial
First one went bad. Well, I'm assuming it went bad since you're doing it again.
so then it drops in melee.
You see how far Ignite spreads on this boss? It's actually insane.
That makes sense.
I love it.
Unless,
Love it.
Unless you have
I love it.
freak
You love to
or
see it.
something, you're gonna have to.
You love to see it.
24.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen a lot.
I think I kind of get this. I don't think I really need
I think Frost is looking really good, but Fire is also a good option.
The pools. Is there anything else that's like really?
This is the entrance.
So again, funny interaction. If you AMS the Annihilating Beam, it just doesn't do any damage to you. It doesn't chip away at my shield or anything.
Probably gonna be.
Is that a command table or covenant table?
Try AMSing before a stack of the healing debuff came out.
I did. I had AMS up during that at some
No
point.
way. Does that buff you up?
During the AMS or not? It'll be in the logs.
Yeah, I think we can free these souls even though Trash isn't up yet.
JPC,
Can you free like when you free those souls? Do you get a buff?
That week or
That's insane.
Like when we were.
Or does like the whole raid get a buff?
Under the AMZ and there was like a
Oh.
shit on the ground. I'm pretty sure it cloaked.
That's pretty cool.
That was during that last boss burn, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sick. That's perfect. We'll see it in the logs then. If it
Lasts for
actually-
2 minutes.
Cool.
Whole raid. That's cool. I like that.
Okay, sure.
Which will be the entire time you have to debuff. It will to be playing the
Well,
Just
Here's boss damage.
Jump off. Just jump
Yeah.
off the
Jump
side
off
so you
or
get
talk
res
to
gives the fight a little bit more character. Well, I know this fight's just a fucking it's a meme fight like crazy.
Can we do that?
Yeah, I know about that.
They're not up.
They're not up.
Yeah, I watched them do it on
their
heroic.
spirits up to get like movement speed increase. You run like 60% faster.
I just don't know what the mythic difference is.
Is there someone?
Or
I like the DKs.
What up?
We want to see Red.
I said red
That's what I meant.
instead of
Shit.
Oh yeah, and
You're
potentially.
That's very.
Alright, dude.
Not sure either.
Kindling actually scales with gear. The more casts you get in the fight, and the more your crit chance is, right?
What a nerd.
How many hours a week do you?
Explaining to me why he does certain things. I don't care.
removes the tank debuff as well, I've been told.
I mean, what's that? Increased by 16%?
It nullifies the vast majority of AoE damage.
Primary stat increase probably says 15.
As well, I've been told.
It removes basically every debuff.
That's insane. And you can change your anima powers too, huh? If you don't get something good.
Yeah, sure.
Do you have to remove all your powers, or do you do one at a time?
I got the satchel to move.
Hey, I take the I'm big and knock everyone around, right? That's
I'm
fine.
taking that one. Yeah.
Yeah, if you take that one, you're on the bench.
I have.
Do your anima powers stack too? Is he getting multiple? Like, is he getting more than one anima power?
Reset just one, or you have to reset all of them? Looks like it's all of them.
Yeah, it looks like he is. Dude.
You can run through the middle.
We don't need to do any
That's cool.
crazy shit.
And then you just... That's a Terror Groot. He looks so much bigger. You just go to these things. Alright.
Good job on.
You just go to those little pillars and you can change it. Mastery increased by 12%.
Yeah, that one's big.
Wait, what? While in combat... Dang, go back. While in combat, your size is increased by 100%, your damage and healing is increased by 31%, and you're automatically... You automatically knock black anybody that's 2 yards. That's funny. Super memeing. Alright.
Boss, that's just in the chain.
The remnant, really.
Yeah, on Civil 4.
Yeah. They have no?
I didn't
Have a fucking 80% physical
God, I went way in front.
I mean, it's the first boss of the raid. Are we really?
Yeah.
I'm not really worried.
Are we? By the way, are we trying to kite it at the end, or are we fucking face tanking it?
We're face tanking.
We're gonna.
Face tanking, and the second one of your soul stones on the tanks, by the way.
Listen,
It's PTR, we
if
can res here.
either tank dies to face
Immediately
tanking
kite.
the boss here at the end, you're playing Druid for the entirety progression. Just so you know.
Oh, well, then let me. So when we go
You
to
don't
phase,
threaten
can
him
we
with
just
it.
How did you get into this group? Did you just see that? Did they just need more people to help test? Or are you actually in this like raid group or guild? I'm guessing you're not in the guild since you didn't know what the name was.
They don't have any tremors really, so try to see spec premieres.
It's a secret. It's all good, man.
3, 2,
I'm gonna be gone in a month anyway. You know the rule.
80% physical DR.
Play WoW for 3 months. As much as I want. And then go out into the forest forever.
They made that like way easier to see, I think.
Kiss my wife and kids goodbye.
Way brighter. There's a circle too.
Cool.
It feels slower.
What, did you get the area one?
Yeah.
Oh, lucky.
That's cool. I think they did make that easier to see, because I want to say before it wasn't like all light.
Remnant soaking. I'm cloak choking the purple one. Yes.
Okay,
You
so
got it.
AMS does not work for the fire one now.
Cloak works.
Oh yeah, you know there's animal powers involved when you see a rep pally is number 3 in damage
Leave the next
on
one
a single
target.
target fight.
Somebody test one that's weirder than just Cloak of Shadows.
Dude, this guy dies quick. He's already at 60%.
Magic or what? Or what is
Make
it?
sure.
Holy, like a minute into the fight.
Boss's feet, you can see him.
Yeah. The fire one.
Here it is. Here it is. Immune the soak. Somebody.
Guess
immune
there's
soak.
orbs and shit.
Where the fuck is Skull? Oh god.
Okay.
It's not working on the physical.
Alright, so you need immunities for this fight. Alright, I'm an immunity. It's always good.
Which one is?
So wait,
Move away from others.
What is it?
Alright, that's a pretty easy.
The fire one. Click on the fire one. Right before you went in, I did a stack of it, and then you went in, and I got out, and I didn't have anything.
Gotcha.
I'm immune to this, so.
What is Annihilating Smash?
Just don't get too many stacks. Everybody helping soak.
Gains of Eternity.
This boss is such a joke with the powers I have.
Like, actually, my debuff's gone and I take no damage.
Do we have I can't die.
I can't die.
I have an 80% physical damage reduction.
I don't think we have another range.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna see people soloing this boss.
See, this smashes the thing if you don't get out of the Chains of Eternity.
When do I leave again? So this is probably going to be my first day back. They haven't told us yet. They haven't told us yet, so it's essentially a month away. But that's my 3 month, because I think I got off. When did I? This was my last day there, so that would be exactly 3 months off. So June 14th.
It's not.
Oh, it's either the 14th, so I'm like 80% sure it's gonna be the 14th, and if it's not, then it's gonna be the 21st.
Oh, his enrage is not getting removed.
It's not.
Yeah, then back to Mondays, but it just depends on, like, honestly, because like I don't know what my schedule is gonna be, because my schedule could be like what is it? So last year it worked out pretty good because my schedule was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I was like, if I picked up any days, like if I picked up an overtime day on Saturday, like it never affected Mondays. But say like my schedule is like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or even if it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like it still gets affected by Monday because I have to it takes me 2 hours to get home, and I don't get off until like 8. So it's just 24th would be better. 24th would be better. I'll let them know. I'll let them know. I'll be like, hey, yeah, so listen, I'm not going to be able to show up to work. I'm raiding. We're going to be on Denathrius, and we're really close to killing him. I hope you guys understand. And they'll be like, hey, no doubt you guys are trying to get cutting edge. We understand, as being a fire service, that you guys want to work as a team together to get your goal and achieve what you want. They're totally going to understand. Or they're going to be like, what the fuck? You play video games? Fucking nerd. I am the nerd. I'm the nerd of the freaking firehouse. I'm the guy that everybody comes to fix their computers. And whenever there's any internet problems within the whole station, or whenever there's any problems with like our station computers and shit, like I'm the one that fixes all that shit. But that's good because I have my worth. Everybody, there's like a ton of people that know how to, do all the manly shit. Like, I'm a carpenter, or I'm a woodworker on the side. It's like, guys, I can fix computers and route Ethernet cables. That's what I do. Can I raid still? It just depends. I'm probably gonna take a step down from Mondays or from raiding for like a week or two, just to kind of see how it is, because it's like one of those things, like if it was like last year and all of California was on fire, it's like one of those things where I'm like, see ya, I'll be back when it's all done, because that's how it was last year. But it kind of worked out perfect. No, not perfectly, but like I don't think we weren't raiding during that time. I think we had stopped. And then I think it's just going to be different this year. So I don't know. It's also like one of those things too where I'll probably just take a step back and maybe I'll show up on Mondays or whenever we're raiding, but like be more so like an alternate if like you need an extra no fires due to COVID. I know, right? The fire's got to keep its distance. But I'm definitely not going to be as reliable, so I'd rather be like an alternate where like I show up, but like I'm not like one of the main people that goes in. Like if somebody, somebody has their spot and they're there, like of course it's theirs. But if I show up, hell, I could even try and 21st man it. I don't even care. I don't give a fuck. But again, like I don't want to like. It's one of those weird things. It's like I want to get overtime, and it's like I don't want to be like it's like that's happened before where it's like I want to raid more than I want to get money, and I'm like, yeah, it shouldn't be like that. I know it's weird to say.
We need more people that just have.
It's like I don't want to go to work, but it's like also one of those things. After I worked for like 2 months straight, that's what happened last year. I worked for 2 months straight, and then I was like, I don't fucking care about overtime at all anymore.
That doesn't make sense. You're getting a 25% damage.
Dude, this fight looks so easy.
Not an increase.
What do you mean? For soothing it?
Yeah,
no, with the fucking enrage removing power.
The enrage remove is worth it for DPS. It's a huge
massive damage buff. It's the best one.
Hey, make sure Snakes, JPC, and Zalex/Nick soak these next remnants.
Chains of
Chain
Eternity.
on skull, wherever you chain people are supposed to be.
Test your
Thank you.
This.
I don't have one.
Immunities by
Soaking.
All right, immunities in the black circle. So there's, I don't know what this link thing does.
Oh, did we skip that soak?
No, we got it.
That's cool.
Is this a
Yo,
boss?
the Soulforge heat, by the way, trucks. When you take like a stack of the red. Yeah, let's see last phase how hard it is.
That's 10%. There's got to be something else. Like it's only been like a minute or two. It's been like 2 minutes.
Yeah, just healing, no damage. Just let's see how it hits the tanks. Pretend our damage is like. Shit.
Okay, one hit.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Fell?
Oh shit, so you just run away? Is that what happens here?
Oh, this is a YOLO fit.
I'm pretty sure we're running away.
Yeah, you're
Just
tight.
die.
Ping pong. Like,
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, somebody get to an edge and taunt it. Somebody taunt it at the edge. No, you have to get away and then taunt, genius. All the way away. Yeah, exactly. Somebody taunt it off him now?
3.
Exactly.
Patty cake, patty cake.
That's fun.
yeah, this
Don't
is
taunt
easy.
DR him though. You don't want to taunt DR him. You want to just taunt back.
Oh, that's cool. Patty cake, patty cake.
Okay, so hold on. Let's think about.
Kill me, Terragru.
Dude, that seems like such an easy fight.
For 150k, dude.
Just think about your fucking immunities and try testing them on each of the remnants to see if bubble.
This is hilarious. So you literally just kite him at the end.
Wait,
Clutch.
For 500k.
What's up? We should be.
It becomes untakeable at 10%. That's cool as fuck.
Clutch, trust soaking ice block on the Soulforge.
What up?
Because cloak works.
So it is just patty cake, or it's hot potato.
Yeah.
You play hot potato.
Any idea what we're playing? Well, Fire and Frost have been really, really good. This fight's gonna be the worst one to look at meters on, though.
Oh
I
yeah.
want to see if my procs are.
That's cool. Cause like you can do so many like cool things too. Like you can taunt it, run away, and then like you'll go to the edge of the room. You can have a priest. Oh wait, I wonder if you say that if you have a priest grip you, but what if the priest grips you through the terror group? Would that kill you? It might. But then like if it doesn't, the priest grips you into the middle, and then you just run the opposite way. But yeah, what they were saying, like you don't want to DR him. You can't. Does he kill you if someone dies? He gets stronger. Please tell me he gets stronger. Wait, if someone dies, it stuns the boss and makes him take increased damage. But it doesn't work. Okay. Below 10%. Dude. Fucking, you gotta go Retribution or
doing any damage, so.
JPC, try
Yeah, so 10% of my damage is coming from one of my procs, by the way.
With block. So nobody soak the fire shit except for them. Because
Oh my god, Potent Acid Gland? Oh my god, that's insane.
what's
Huh.
the physical one?
Yeah, that seems like a fun fight. I'm excited for this fight.
Potent Acid Gland, it looks like the best one. And then Blade of the Life Taker is also good.
Dude, I hope I can still mythic raid.
Do I have time to get new powers?
Yeah, this boss is going to
My job is just so unpredictable.
One of the two people should.
I'll be able to do heroic for sure. Hell, I'll probably be like, just kind of like last year when I was with the Mondays. I did all the heroic bosses pretty much by myself. Since we only had one day to do all the bosses, so I did all the bosses I didn't think we were gonna get to. Remember, people were messaging me in the Mondays when I killed Denathrius. Like, I think it was like week 5 or something I killed him. They're like, you poked it? It's like, yeah, dude. You just get a group of people that are like, because they were all, like, all the people in the group were like pretty geared. So was I. Yeah, man, you just gotta find, pugging's easy. Pugging's super easy, for heroic at least. And then I'll get to do it again.
Does not work on the physical.
Yep, just start rotate. Use these next few pulls to rotate your immunities into different types.
Dude, dude, I'm stoked for this. Like, dude, progression is at its most fun, like the first month, because like you're still getting gear from heroic that you need, like from the last 2 bosses, or even, and then like, you know, you might be able to kill like the first week, maybe the first like 5 or 6 bosses, or 7 or 8 bosses. And then, like, maybe the first 2 in Mythic you get. Like, that's always fun. You're gonna raid, don't lie. Dude, I want to raid. I want to raid.
Take a minute to talk about everything we want to test. So besides
Remember when I was like, yeah, so California's on fire, and I don't know when I'm gonna come back. I have a feeling that's gonna happen again. I'm pretty sure, because every year, this is legit how it happens every single year. I'm always like, wow, last year was the worst fire season I've ever done. And I've said that 5 times now, 6 times now. It's tradition. It's tradition. You can't break tradition. I gotta say it at the end of this year, being like, holy shit. I thought 2020 was a bad year. 2021? The fire had coronavirus. Fucking insane. Moki got corona. Dude, this fight looks fun. It looks super easy though. Did it feel super easy? It looks like not difficult. There's not like, I don't understand the green stuff, but everybody's just chilling in it. So I'm guessing it's just a kind of like a dot of some sort, ticking.
It's drunk blood. You can see him. He's huge.
It's not tuned right? Like it's way under tuned? It looks like it's way under tuned. Okay, purple stuff, just sit in. Yeah, it's been like, I wish this guy had a timer out how long the... Oh, he does.
It doesn't work. It's like
it's been a minute. It's been a minute and he's already at 50%. It doesn't look like you guys used hero yet. That's funny. So what? I guess you use hero at the last like. Would you use it at the last 10%, or would you like use it maybe like the last 15% or 20%? Maybe do it during execute phase.
Yeah, you don't want to let the boss get a massive physical damage increase.
Go suck, guys. No sacks.
Use it when somebody dies.
The most important one.
I mean, that's a pretty cool mechanic.
Physical one.
Yep. It doubles damage done to tanks, and then if he's also enraged.
Rets are gonna be super good at this.
Basically, it's the final phase. Like
Retribution aura. So you're definitely not gonna want them to taunt early.
Spells.
Hearing the tank over here.
Try with cloak.
Dude, that's cool.
I have a stack of sulfur here, you know.
Yeah, you
Stuns the boss. Look at this.
3 minutes into the fight.
I have aggro. I mirrored.
I just wasn't sure if they changed it from last session or not.
So I'd be able to dash in twice.
Alright, we should probably just wipe, right? So the other thing to think about with these remnants is that while they're out and we're waiting for people to like slowly get into them to soak them, they're doing AoE shit. So you gotta be a little bit quicker.
We just gotta be quick to get in them.
Oh.
Parker, appreciate the sub. Welcome. Thank you for letting me be your prime guy. I appreciate that.
So what? Does anybody have any immunities or soak things that actually?
All right. Well, I feel like I've gathered what I needed to gather from this fight.
Not if it gets cucked by mobility and mechanics and shit. That's why
It doesn't matter if it does enough damage.
Demo is great on mobility.
You guys get kicked out mid-pool?
I know you guys aren't gonna believe me.
Don't push boss during this. Do not push boss. Feel free to proc your death. Proc your cheat.
Your axe.
Oh, I'm
Everyone focus.
I don't have a choice.
Timer, right? Do not push boss. Feel free to proc your death.
I want to let him proc you.
Alright, so he's almost at 10%.
Stop damage.
Down.
Right, boss, go.
Now everybody pops everything.
No, ignore it.
Alright, now we know.
Yeah, so he does ignore it. He just straight.
Oh, are they gonna do
Just,
it? Did they do it? Guys, did they do it?
Yeah.
I missed it. Did they make the push?
Alright, cool.
Oh, dude, he's just going.
I just got back. Did you guys nail it this time?
Yeah, we did. It doesn't work.
Okay.
It fucking hit so hard it beat my cheat death drink. Like it didn't even proc the trinket.
Someone taunt, please. I'm
It's
just meeting to
dead.
force
You're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, you can do that.
This fight's so meme.
Wait, that could be a strat. You could totally like immune it and just let it like smack me or JPC, and like we could evasion and like stand still.
Dude, that's crazy.
This fight's so.
He went down 10%.
Oh, are they gonna do
Down.
Right, boss, go.
You got stunned?
No, ignore it.
Alright, now we know.
Yeah, so he does ignore it. He just straight.
Oh, are they gonna do
Just,
it? Did they do
the
it?
kite fell.
Guys, did they do it?
Dude, I mean, the dots alone got him down
Did
to
they make the push?
2%.
Alright, cool.
Oh yeah, they're gonna buff that.
I just got back. Did you guys nail it this time?
Yeah, we did.
Evasion.
Relevant DPS check and it doesn't like it doesn't
Offensively.
things like
Odds.
Taken's a fucking healer mechanic, dude. That's not my problem.
Wait, which
The
one? I was scared to kill the
99%.
boss.
Dude, that's gonna be fun. I'm
Get
excited.
damage taken again, a more
I'm excited to start doing new bosses and shit.
Yeah,
Fel,
it's
you
still
like
good
Logger?
power, even if
New bosses and shit. I'm gonna be excited once we fucking down. Whatchamacallit? Stone Legion. Super stoked. Alrighty. Well, I think I'm gonna log. I streamed for about as long as I wanted to, an hour and a half. Even got some people to watch on Twitch and YouTube. Oh. Night, man. Sucks you won't be around for Sayer, though. Well, unless... Hear me out. I know we struggled with Council. And I know Sayer's harder than Council. But if we can just do it in 3 weeks... Next week, we're probably gonna... God, I hope we kill Council this next week. I really do. Yeah, I'll probably be gone for Sayer. Is Sayer a 4 healer? Council's actually harder than Sayer? Really? I know Generals is. Well, dude, maybe we'll down it. Maybe I'll fight. I've never gotten Cutting Edge. I've never gotten Cutting Edge. I've just gotten Kill the last second to last boss. In multiple tiers. Killed the second to last boss in multiple tiers. Never the last boss. 4 or 5 healed. Gotcha. Well, our group likes to stand and shit. Group like standard. Yeah, I know I do sometimes fuck up, but my numbers have gone down. You can find an add-on or weak aura for clustered bombardment that we can give to everyone. I've looked for it. I've looked for cluster bombardment add-ons or weak auras. I just cannot find it. Because having a noise, telephone noise, like what was that? During Vexiona? I forget which ad it was. Like, I think it just makes it so much easier. But anyway. We'll get it. We'll get it this next week. I got it. I got a feeling. But anyways, for everybody else watching, hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Remember, my name is Cutie Pants, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye now.